last one. Many of life's failure are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Oh.
Edison. Edison.
Fantastic! Put your hands together for Alex.
I donate my gift to you all.
Okay, so that was just to lighten up because everyone was... What?
Who was it?
Edison.
Edison, Thomas Edison. Yeah, Thomas Edison.
Who
Thomas
did
A.
the light
Edison.
bulb?
He has a lot of quotes on, success, because this was a man who had tried 1,000 experiments on how to make the light bulb.
Yes.
And when they said to him, why don't you give up? He said, I've only found 1,000 ways of not doing it. There must be a way of doing it. So never give up. Never give up at all. So that's just what all that was about. Okay, now, our first case study, I've been forced to talk about myself.
Hey.
You see, it's a very hard thing. I don't like autobiographs. I like people, writing biographs, not auto. Okay, so first case is Esther Oludipe, and chair of Highway Hope, which is a charitable organization. Also chair director with MEaP, which is making education a priority. Well, for your information, an ordained minister of the New Covenant Church, a member of the General Pharmaceutical Council, even though I haven't found time to practice because of the amount of work we have. And, the one that is most important, a mother. We sometimes miss that out. But we have to all fit it into our working life. So that's who I am. And what we do in Highway Hope, I've got some of these brochures which I've brought with me. We've got these 5, and I'm not taking credit for these 5 classifications. I had someone who came in and classified what we were doing. He said we can connect, and under our connection, we've got mentoring and befriending. I've got it all here, so I'm not going to kind of go through everything because, and please, if you do get bored with what I'm saying, go back through the back door and not the front one. No, just joking. Okay then. All right. So we can connect and be active. You can take notice, give, and keep learning. And that is kind of in total what we do in Highway Hope. I'd like to introduce to say we've just started something which is a partnership, because in our community we have quite a lot of people with mental health issues. So we have had a partnership with the Cambridge Wellbeing Centre, because one of the things is, if you have to deal with some of these matters, you have to take them out of the community, take them to a totally, completely different environment, and then work on the matter. So that has created a success for us. So I've got leaflets of this, just in case anyone would like to know more about our partnership with the Wellbeing Centre in Cambridge. And not only knowing about it, you have to fill in a standing order form. No, it's not compulsory. I'm only joking. That is optional. But what it is, we have people who are here with mental health issues, and we kind of partnered with Cambridge, and we send them for. And because it's an residential kind of a rehab, it's residential, they provide them with a place to sleep, they provide them with food to eat, so they charge Highway Hope for that. And that's what, we've been able to successfully send at least one person and it is going on very well. So that's what we do in Highway Hope, and it's all listed in this brochure, so you can actually get yourself a copy. Also, MEaP, like we've heard, MEaP is a consortium of supplementary schools and lifelong learning, and the supplementary school aspect of it has been well dealt with by Henry, Amber, and Theodore. But what do we do in lifelong learning? We try to do employability training, and some of the topics we cover are there: developing interpersonal skills, introduction to time management, IT skills, social media, cash management, leadership and teamwork, keeping it legal, business and financial planning, undertaking an enterprise, introduction to self-employment, and we do much more. So we have some level 2 courses that are running, thanks to Gift Academy that comes to run those training courses in us. And then we have Tutelage College, who's doing a level 3 in business administration, and MEaP is also, starting up some level 3 courses. So it is a learning center, Highway Hope. So, that was short. That's basically on what we do in Highway Hope. We do quite a lot of other things, like I said, but I haven't got all the time, about that. So I've gone on to my second case study, and that's David, and that's a joinery business. And David, for those who have heard about the CTEG organization, where they send people for work placement. So David was sent to Highway Hope for his work placement, and the first time I got in touch, because we normally have to do an induction for them, I saw a very disgruntled David saying, "I'm going to sue." And he was going to sue everyone. He was going to sue the council, he was going to sue CTEC, was going to sue everybody, really, except myself, because I was standing in front of him. And I said, "David, calm down. It's not the end of the world. Let's see what," because when they come for induction, we give them a form and we say, "Tell us what you can do." I know you can sue. I already knew that, because without giving him an induction form, he already said, "I will sue that person, I will sue that person," So I know you can do that. But now tell me, what skills have you got, Dave? And he filled in and he said he could do a joinery work. And I want to tell you, I gave Dave a project, and I said, "Build me a storage unit at the center." And Dave did a fantastic job. And I said, "Dave, why are you looking for a job? Why don't you start your own business?" Absolutely impeccable piece of work. And I said, "Dave, you don't have to look for a job. You don't have to be on the job seekers allowance. You can just start on your business." I said, "How am I going to do that? How can I pull that up?" And I said, "You know what? I'm going to be your first customer." But do you know, Dave's story is such a success. He's what we call a CEO now, whatever that stands for, Chief Executive Officer. But Dave is doing well. And now when I call Dave for jobs, he's like, "Oh, Esther, I'm too busy." And I'm telling you, he's too busy. He's running a successful business. And he's even having to give jobs to other people. So that is a success story for Dave. Gilbert, we used to run the work club, the City Council work club at Highway Home, and that was run by Gilbert. And he did it so well, he got a job office for himself. So, which was good for the City Council, because, it is working. People can use the work club and get jobs for it. But it wasn't good for Highway Home, because the work club got neglected. He couldn't do it anymore. So we were happy for Gilbert that he got a job as a paramedic with the St. John's ambulance, but our work club suffered ever since. Oh, I know. Oh, but we were happy for him anyway. So Gilbert took a pathway from the job seekers allowance and he went straight into unemployment. So he got employed by the St. John. And he's still there up to now. He's still there. I wrote a reference for him because I know he's a really good hard worker. I'm very committed, you know. And I'm happy he's still with the St. John's Ambulance. What?
He's been promoted.
He's been can you even imagine that? He's been promoted recently. That is fantastic, isn't it? You know. So Dave started his own business. Gilbert went into employment. How about Catherine? Catherine came into Highway Hope as a volunteer. And when Catherine first of all started with Highway Hope, she had a lot of issues going on, you know, domestic issues, violence and all that. So she was actually in a state of depression, but we don't turn anyone back at all at Highway Hope, because we feel whatever it is, you have got something that we can make use of. So we took Catherine in, and Catherine just used to help out in the charity shop. And then it got to a time when the government started a new enterprise allowance, which allows people to still keep, they have to earn a minimum amount in a month. And Catherine approached us with that, and we took Catherine up on what is called the new enterprise allowance. And Catherine has been on that. He's risen up to actually be our charity shop supervisor, overlooking 2 charity shops, one on Matthews Lane, the other one on Stanley Grove. And Catherine is back to life now. She's quite, you know, everything now, she's put it behind her, and she's, you know, very, very, you know, enterprising and very committed as well. So we've been able to make her sign up to job seekers allowance, and we've engaged her service as self-employed at Highway Hope. So those are the 4 case studies. But in conclusion, I want to say that, and now you can quote me on that, there are many routes to success in life. Just ensure that you are on your own right path and not on another's. So that Esther Oludipe 2016. Just ensure that you are on your own right path. So employment might be the path for some people. Self-employment might be the path for another. And, you know, starting a business might be there are so many routes to success. Just ensure that you are on your own right path. Things I would just say is, if you want to go into self-employment, it's not for lazy people. You need self-discipline, you need the knowledge, you need creativity, you need ambition, you need to be a risk taker, because it might not all work out, you know, the way you really think it's going to be. So you have to be prepared, you know. You need a lot of hours to put into it. And, of course, the responsibility on it. But if you want to go into employment, because I was going to quote a phrase, he said there are so many graduates now, and they're all good. So what is going to make a difference to an employer will be the confidence, the ability to work under pressure, the self-motivation, the time management. This is now when we're talking of soft skills. Ability to work in a team. Because you just see an advert for a job and 1,000 people have turned up. 50 of them have first class. Yeah. So you can't just use, you know, the academic performance to, you know, to judge now on who you take for that job. You have to look for some other skills which are soft skills. So watch out for some of those soft skills if you're going into employment. And if the route of employment is not yours, if it's going to be self-employment, then also watch out for the skills you need for them. and thank you for listening.